Did you know that all martial arts are in reality just one? Hello, I am Frank Soto. These are the Kinetic Dragon tutorials. Kempo for the street, Kinetica for your life. That's right. All martial arts, when it comes to applying them, there are just one. Which one is that? The one of the individual. Okay. You can become an expert or a stylist expert if you want. But at the end, when you apply the art, you make it, you have to own it. You have to make it your own. And once you make it your own, then it's just one art. You can learn all the different styles you want and gain tools, but then it's just one art, your art, and you will have your own preference, and it becomes your own martial unique expression. Okay? And this is something that, for example, uh, MMA has taught us. Okay, in combat sports, okay, MMA it's a sport, it's a combat sport, but it's part of the martial arts. Whether we agree upon it or not, I know this is a controversial topic, but still, there's a lesson to be learned here. Mixed martial artists or sport fighters that go into the cage and fight standing up and on the ground, they have transcended styles. Because if you remember, when UFC started back in '93, it was about a style fighting another style. It was, grapplers against strikers, Kempo against Kung Fu and Taekwondo, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, wrestling, and so on and so forth. And this was created by the Gracie family. And at the beginning, they showed their supremacy. They won. So they created the scenario. They were excellent fighters, and they had something that nobody else had, which was grappling on the ground. But after people learned the game, then they lost that advantage, and this is what happens usually. Okay, and what happened is the fighters started blending. They realized that by blending and adding, and learning how to fight standing up and on the ground, and you needed to have all those skills, otherwise you were at a disadvantage. Okay, and I already talked about this with the symmetrical and asymmetrical approaches of martial arts. If you want to see that video as well, check on the Did You Know playlist, and you'll find it there. So um, when you work with this transcendence, okay, you want all martial arts are one. Why? Because you want to have as many tools as you can to create your own way of fighting or your own way of defending yourself or your own way of expressing martial motion. Okay? We only have one body, two hands, two legs, one head, one torso, one body. And we can only move in certain ways. Now, if you have more flexibility and maybe you're able to kick better, you will prefer kicking. And you can learn from a style like Taekwondo or Muay Thai or Kung Fu or something, or karate that has strong kicks. But if you're better and you feel better with grappling, with kinesthetic approach, you feel more. Maybe you want to do some grappling, or you want to do some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or some catch to catch, catch as catch can, some wrestling, Greco-Roman, whatever, judo, Jiu-Jitsu. Or maybe you're like to strike, so you want to do some boxing or kickboxing or karate or kempo. Okay, that's also good. But at the end, what you don't have, what you have will give you advantage, but what you don't have will give you disadvantages. So if you're only a good striker and you don't know how to fight on the ground, you need to work that as well. So you need to transcend styles and transcend techniques so they become tools for you to play or to solve the problem, whether it's in sports arena, combat sports, or in a combative or survival scenario for self-defense or close quarter combat or whatever. You want to add more tools. Okay, so there's only one martial art, your own martial unique expression. Okay, so if you want to know more about this, please contact me. I have a virtual academy. We have some programs online for you to find your own martial unique expression, become a master of yourself, not just an expert in style, and transcend and gain the most out of martial arts. Because there's only one martial art, the one you do. I am Frank Soto. Remember, subscribe and click on the bell so you get the notifications when I'm talking. Okay, I'm Frank Soto. These are the Kinetic Dragon tutorials. Skimpa for the street, Kinetica for your life.